Springtime for Hitler in Germany. Just been stuck in my head for like hours.
Hopefully just in your head.
I've been singing it out loud, but I'm just, just me in here.
Not in the last couple of hours.
Did we?
No, but before. I was on the toilet and I was singing it.
I'm sure I mentioned this to Zach on...
Springtime for Shitler.
The toiletries.
I'm sure I mentioned this to Zach on the radio. We did radio on Sunday.
About Hitler?
But I wanted to... No, I'm changing the subject.
Oh.
I'm trying to save the pod here. But...
Save it from what, being awesome?
I feel like this has to live within Cinephobe canon. Because watching the Jake Paul Tyson fight and hearing Roy Jones repeatedly say, I don't like his legs. And I was just like, this is the greatest Cobra formula setup ever. And no one's taking the bait. And I could hear him. Yeah. I could hear him get frustrated. Like, I don't like his legs. Just waiting for someone to say, what's wrong with his legs? It never came.
Mm-hmm.
So we never found out what was wrong with his legs?
No, we never did.
Here's what's wrong. He's 58 years old.
Oh.
That's what's wrong. We saw it from his ass. Right?
His ass look good, man.
What? That's an old man's ass. No, that's an old man's ass.
It's a good ass for an old man.
He has the ass of a 70-year-old. He's 58.
You think he got a 70-year-old ass?
He's got waist up. Looked great. Waist
his legs
down,
are small. He's got tiny legs. I don't like
small.
his legs.
His ass is flat, man. His
I got to be honest with you.
Flabby.
Well, I think that's just the thong that made it look like that.
No, man. If anything, that's like those. If anything, it would react like those like push-up bra yoga pants now that everyone's wearing on social media stuff. It makes anyone's ass look good.
The booty pop. You talking about the booty pop?
Yeah.
Remember those in the infomercial?
Well, they have those now, just in tight form.
That must be so disappointing to someone. Like, you're like, oh, here we go. And you pull them down, and it's like, wait, why is this thing so thick? Oh, my God. I've been had.
You've been had? 20 CB. Had. No one said I've been had since a Looney Tunes cartoon. What are you talking about? I've been had.
This idea is just straight up bad. That algorithm is busted. It's among the worst ideas I've ever heard. Top 5, easily.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Welcome to Cinephobe Top 5, a.k.a. CT5. This is the companion podcast to the top 10 in the nation TV and film review podcast, Cinephobe. That's right, CT5. We go around the universe of Cinephobe picks and rank different things like best villains, best vehicles, worst dancers, Dangerous Nights Crew, animals, and this week we begin the process of doing our year-end review.
Remember last year when I didn't know it was just for the year, and I did it. I did everybody.
And you tried to do it again today, by the way, while we were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, so we're gonna do the whole thing? Like, no, not the whole thing.
Not the whole thing.
We're doing the best of 2024. First category up is CT5 ass offs, which is I thought it was pretty ambitious for us to start there. Usually build up to that, right?
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, we started there last year. So we're just following our own lead. Now.
So, as always, we each give our top 5, including 2 outside looking in or OLI selections. Zach will go first. I'll go second. Mayes will go third. Zach, who is your first outside looking in?
So something that we've had throughout the 2024 movies that we've done is we've had 2 different types of ass off, right?
Really?
We've had ass off from the actor portraying the character, and then we've had some ass offs from the character within the movie.
Ass off Inception.
Ass off Inception. Exactly. Yeah. My first OLI is an ass off Inception because somehow by really doing nothing but being Asian and waving his hands, Akira convinced everybody that he's a wizard in Conan the Destroyer.
That was one of the great ass-offs
It's
in
incredible.
Cinephobe history.
It's incredible.
This dude had the wool pulled over everybody's eyes.
Mm-hmm.
He brought nothing to the table.
Nothing. He
He's
did
just
nothing.
there.
Incredible performance by him. Probably should be higher, but it's going to be my first OLI.
I got to go back to re-listen to that episode.
It's a
I remember
banger. It's a banger of an
There's
episode.
a part where him and the other wizard, the evil wizard, who also doesn't know any magic,
doesn't know shit.
and they're doing the Million Ways to Die in the West. We're like, just act like we're fighting each other over here in the corner.
Steam comes out of his ears.
Yeah.
Great.
All right. This was a very crowded field.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I'm going to let you guys know, of all the candidates I looked at, there were a couple of people who technically were not the ass-offs for the episode, but they were ass-off in my heart.
I got you. I'm right there with you.
And so I cannot think of the board game Boggle without thinking of this guy. It's Diedrich Bader in Balls of Fury.
He's great, man. He's really great.
He lost
Del
to Thomas
Rolando
Lennon.
Award?
Maybe a future.
No,
future
he's in
CC1?
a few scenes.
He's in a lot. No, he was there for a while.
Yeah, because the
No,
whole
so-
escape.
Now, what made the thing is because he wasn't in a lot of, not as many scenes as Thomas Lennon, who went on to win ass off for the episode, and deservedly so. He put in
He's great.
a great
Yeah.
performance. But Diedrich Bader was so memorable to me, man. I wanted to recognize him here on my list.
I think that's great. I think it's a great pick.
Trying to remember, what was his character name again?
Gary
Gary
the courtesan.
With the fucking hat backwards.
What's going on, man?
Tank top.
I love
For
Diedrich
some reason,
Bader's
they wearing a
voice.
tank top is so funny. Great wardrobe, man.
My first outside looking in elevated the movie without this
Vegas?
addition to the movie.
Cilantro on.
Without this cilantro on the hot dog. I don't know if we're thinking about it the same. And it's hard because we can't really give adequate credit to who's responsible for this. We don't know exactly who did this, who was so ass off. It's the T-Rex hands from Tammy and the T-Rex.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Anytime the T-Rex did anything.
yeah, yeah. Great call.
It brought great depth to the character.
Mm-hmm.
Just incredible
Yeah.
work.
Great call. All right, my second OLI. Where's my first OLI? If it's the Hop OLI, I don't
Isn't
know,
it
we'll
always
figure
the
it out.
deepest?
Amin mentioned some people are ass off, even though they don't get ass off for the episode. Just like my man who agrees with the current times of we owe it to him. JT Walsh is happy in Blue Chips.
Oh, man. That's a great pick.
Didn't get it for the episode, but he is phenomenal in that movie.
That's
him
a
talking
great
about
pick.
like I fuck better when we win.
Yeah.
Him at the pool. Him with Ricky Rowe giving him car keys and everything. Like he's great.
In the press conference.
Press
when Nick
conference
Nolte
pretending
just-
like I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah,
and then he
it's
gets
like, yeah,
pissed.
I-
Oh my
yeah.
god,
He did
JT
a great
Walsh,
job.
one of my favorite character actors. Love him.
Yeah, that's a great call. I like that.
My next OLI. Sometimes what wins you ass off is not an over the top performance. It's the subtleties. Westworld, remember what Anthony Hopkins called the reveries or whatever? It's like the little things, the little wrinkles that was not on the page, right? Not on the page, but the actor knew, if in this situation, I would behave this way to make it more believable. A great example of this is when we did Virtuosity and Denzel is shackled and he's doing the little shackle walk despite his legs not actually being shackled.
Right.
Like they didn't tell him to do that. He's a great actor. He knew that's how I should be walking if I was shackled. Similarly, this actor did the same thing. It's the tiger from Double Team when it was kind of nodding over, over his Van Damme's over here. He's over here. Like, ass off.
Yeah. CGI tiger?
No, it was a real tiger.
Real tiger. Incredible.
He got kicked.
Incredible.
Did his own stunts.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He was
Mad respect
great.
for that tiger.
Thespian.
Yeah.
All right, my
What?
OLI, clip what? Is another person who did not win for the episode they were in, was locked in a pretty competitive race with the other people in the cast. And we lamented during the episode that they were gone too soon. They were killed off early in the movie. Probably should have killed off some other characters that were less interesting, less compelling actors, less compelling performances. It's Gary Busey in Surviving the Game.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I didn't even think of that.
The Sir Henry Stout endless monologue that he wrote himself. I think you get mad credit for writing your own monologue that was also the best monologue / scene in the movie.
Yeah.
He had a great fight with Ice-T. Should have been F. Murray Keel instead. That went out. Not Doc Hawkins.
Man, that bothers me that I didn't even think of him. That's a great call.
Number 5, Zach.
Number 5. It's been mentioned. It won. It's impressive that as you are putting up bodies against a window to judge, would you like to be in this body? Would you like to be in that body? The T-Rex. I don't know. Tap it. It's the T-Rex hands from Tammy and the T-Rex. It's great, man. It is that scene alone, I think, over the top. Over the top is why the T-Rex hands won, is that scene where it's just a lot of like tapping the chin, tapping the dome. Great physical acting. Oh my God, it's fantastic. Whoever puppeteered that, legend.
Yeah, they said
better than circus.
We have this T-Rex statue.
It was a Paul Walker.
Right? We have this T-Rex statue that we're going to use. That's why they made the movie in the first place. But how do we give it some character? How do we give it some depth?
And they did this. They're like, how do we do that? They're like, I got an idea.
Disembodied hands.
Disembodied hands. Oh
Dialing
my God,
the
it's
phone?
great. Dialing the phone.
Come
yes.
on.
Great call.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Wait, but hold on. But Zach's not saying the hands. Are you saying the hands or are you saying the actual T-Rex?
No, the hands. Just the hands. That's what won the ass off.
That's what won ass off.
Yeah, for
the
Tammy and the
movie.
T-Rex episode, it was ass off was the T-Rex hands themselves. I got to re-listen to that one. Didn't Amin try to peg me with AIDS in that one?
In the T-Rex episode. That's in the intro.
Mm-hmm. Amin number 5.
Was that a...
Homophobia.
Yeah, pretty much.
You kind of sighed it.
All right, so this is another guy who did not win ass off for his episode. If I recall correctly, I actually fought for him, and you guys kind of shot me down. This wasn't a case of, hey, not enough, or it was just too tight of a race. This one, you guys said no. I thought he brought a great performance. I thought he gives one of the great speeches, and to me, I like when my villains bring like a touch of reality, right? When you could tap into, this is how people really talk shit. They don't talk shit like, I'm going to rule the world or whatever. I mean, they do in movies, but whenever the villain can drop something that's like, that's some real life shit right there. I respect it. It's Morris Chestnut and Half Past Dead.
What?
When he's talking shit to the judge.
He called her Baron?
Yeah. Dude, that killed it. He killed it, man.
He's terrible in that movie.
No, he's
Defines what a sociopath is.
He does, yeah. He does tell us he's a sociopath.
Yeah.
And I thought he's ass off.
And explains how that works.
He's terrible in that movie. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know.
Just for that scene, though.
Well, I thought he should have got ass off.
Okay.
Well, to be fair, Steven Seagal got ass off for that episode, so anything goes. I think I was
What do you mean anything goes?
Morris Chestnut over Steven Seagal, but somehow Seagal
Him
won.
saying
Actually, one of you two guys said it should have been Monique.
I think
From
that was
the
me.
post-credit scene.
Yeah,
But
she was
in the
great.
post-credit
She wasn't
scene.
in the movie.
Yeah, she wasn't in the movie technically.
I love niggas, all right?
That's tough. That makes me
My number
uncomfortable.
5, it's already been alluded to. This person went balls of fury to the wall, through
Balls of
100
Fury
miles
deep.
an hour, had an excellent Lewis Pinnock, had some fucking crazy eyes. It's Thomas Lennon as Karl Wolfstag in Balls of Fury.
He's so funny. Thomas Lennon is so fucking funny.
He's incredible.
It's not a movie we've done, but the movie I Love You, Man, where he's like the guy who like meets up and then turns out to be gay.
I haven't seen that one in a while.
He plants
Dude,
the
he's
kiss on him,
great.
and
Yeah.
then they see each other later when he's suit shopping and he gets jealous. Yeah. He's always great. New boot goofing all the way to number 5. What's the
Just
monologue
goofing. New
he's
boot
giving?
goofing.
When he's talking about like looking in the mirror.
Yeah. It's like in the nude.
Oh yeah.
Just keeps pushing it further and
And
further.
he talks shits about his dead dad too. That's the other thing he does in that little.
Yeah. All right, my turn. Number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Two more turns. I'll turn. This one.
Fucking bingo.
This one. She's great throughout the movie. I know. Amin's gonna be shocked that a woman got picked for ass off. She's great throughout the movie. But there is a scene where she is lined up with not even her nemesis, but just the next woman in the line of Joe the Hummer Tonto's lineage of fucking Gina Gershon just lights her up in the bathroom. It's Gina Gershon as Kathy Moreno in Driven.
She kills it.
She just drops the hammer
What a
on
great
this woman.
performance.
On the least ethical journalist we've seen since
If you wanna call her that.
Bloodsport. Since Bloodsport.
Wow. Zach, I'm glad you mentioned Driven.
Mm-hmm.
Gina Gershon did win ass off again,
she was
deservedly
great.
so. But there's someone that I enjoyed his work a little bit more. Part of being a great actor is convincing the audience to feel things
I know where you're going.
that they shouldn't feel.
I know where you're going.
I should have, by all rights, this character should have hated him. But he made me like him. I was rooting for him. It's Memo Moreno, number 4.
Wow, you guys picked a married couple.
The
Good for you.
Morenos.
Yeah.
The
Their
Morenos.
ass off. They were great.
What was Memo's actor?
I don't know.
Memo Moreno was played
think he had
by Christian De La Fuente.
That's
All
off.
right. Good for you,
Christian
Memo.
De La ass off.
I mean, you just because you want to fuck Memo. Is that why you put him ass off?
No, I think Memo Moreno is just a great guy, man.
Great dude. Smash your wife, you don't care.
I don't care.
Yeah.
It's not about fucking Memo. I don't want to fuck Memo, but like,
But you don't mind if
fuck
he's
you could fuck my wife, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Did not expect.
You didn't have either of them?
2 Drivens in the top 4.
What?
Nope.
You could also
Drove-
throw Burt Reynolds in there if you wanted
Drove
to.
right past Driven.
Dude,
Well,
when in the
you guys still got
in the
3 more
wheelchair.
picks. 3 more picks.
Three
we'll
more
pick.
picks we'll pick.
Let's do the whole cast of Driven. Go for
That
it.
would you know what? That would have been a great bit.
Yeah, it would have been a great fit. Still time. Still time on the clock. No hose Bo, number 1.
And Planet of the Apes, OLI.
No, you can't call her Planet of the Apes.
Ribbit. My number
my
4.
God.
Sometimes it's not really about getting lost in the character, getting asked off because you're really a character actor method, Daniel Day-Lewis or Daniel Day-Lewis style. Sometimes you just catch lightning in a bottle. You've got someone who's incredibly in their bag, talented, put them on camera, they eat it up, they chew up the scenery, and it doesn't really matter if it's similar to other characters. They do because it's deployed so effectively. This is recency bias, but riddle me this. It's Jim Carrey
Wow.
as the Riddler in Batman Forever.
He gets in under the buzzer. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good call. He's fantastic in that movie.
He's really
he
good.
And Tommy Lee Jones are great.
It was tough. I thought about trying to be of two minds of this and put him with Tommy Lee Jones, put them both up there, but Ace Ventura in a skin tight green onesie with question marks all over it. It's fine.
Someone responded to me that Batman suit should have been just made out of the same material as the folder that Tommy Lee Jones had in court.
I saw David Alan Grier giving an interview about how he auditioned for Ace Ventura because it was a script that was floating around before Jim Carrey was attached to it. And obviously he worked with Jim on In Living Color, and he thought it was going to be a huge bomb. And he was like worried for Jim Carrey. And he said Jim Carrey just emptied the clip, like every crazy thing that he could come up with. He just went extra in every scene.
I mean, Maze, you're younger than us, but like Jim on In Living Color, like, I mean, he was nuts. He was like the white guy, the crazy white guy, the goofy white guy, but he destroyed every scene he was in. Like he was just, I wouldn't say he was the best one on the show, because I think probably Damon Wayans was the best one on the show.
Damon was the best.
But Jim Carrey, like, all of a sudden you could see him becoming a star. Dude, maybe especially like when he did the Vanilla Ice thing.
What a crazy. By the way, I was going to say Damon, then I was like,
Jamie Foxx.
Fucking Jamie Foxx was on that shit, and David Alan Grier was on that shit, and goddamn, even like Kim Wayans, man. Like, think about Kim Wayans is like
fucking hilarious.
It's like your ninth man in the rotation, and she fucking brought it. It was what a great collection of talent, man.
Yeah, and then even like Jim Carrey's like stand-up career, he was just weird, like this contortionist stand-up comedian. Like, he was weird as fuck. But yeah, like he absolutely emptied the clip on that one. My turn?
Indeed.
Yep.
Number 3 to Zach.
All right. Well, I have to consult the notebook because, as you know, my CT5s go in this notebook.
Are you going backwards now? Is that still confusing you?
No. I've got I don't know, maybe 5 more episodes of this until I got to flip it over.
So you got to flip it.
Yeah. You know what a good actor you have to be to fool an entire town into letting you be unsupervised with their children for hockey? It's Jan the Diddler, D2 Mighty Ducks. He fooled that entire town into trusting them for decades with their children. Never got busted.
And to be clear, you're talking about the character.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Jan the
Not
Diddler.
the actor.
Yeah, not the actor. Jan the Diddler. Yeah, coach.
It's a different character.
That's the wolf.
Yacht coach is a different guy.
Or the dentist. Wait, was he the dentist or is the wolf?
He's both.
No.
Okay.
Yacht coach is the big goon.
Yeah, but he says that to the
Wolf the dentist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, coach.
Coach is Wolf the dentist.
Yeah.
Got it.
Wolf the dentist?
Hey, man, he was my toughest
Wolf was
cut
right
for
there, man.
OLI. Spoiler
Oh,
alert.
yeah. Jan the Diddler, man. That's that's decades of acting.
And
Generational.
going.
Yeah.
My number 3. Again, I really respect people who.
So it's not a woman.
Yeah, I mean, you can keep going if you want, but I'm already dubious.
But after that, let me update my ass on list for next week.
I tremendously enjoy people who I can get lost in the character. I know who you are, but when I'm watching you, I get lost. And I'm particularly impressed when it turns out that this is something you don't even know anything about. It's Nick Nolte in Blue Chips, man. Because when I realized he didn't watch any basketball before doing the movie, didn't know anything about basketball, he sold it. He sold it in every scene, but probably no scene better than when he goes.
I thought you were going somewhere different here.
What?
I thought you meant Pete Bell pretending to be like.
No.
Like,
you got
Baptist
the Inception
or whatever.
ones.
Okay.
You got the Inception ones. I'm just saying Nick Nolte.
Yeah.
And the scene I thought
fantastic.
about him showing up drunk at his wife's house. Trying to hit.
Yeah.
and then saying,
great.
I just want to watch some tape. Just that whole thing, man.
Yeah, that's great. That's a great pick.
Run it right back for me. He's also my number 3. Nick Nolte is Coach Pete Bell. Not the sexiest man in the world, but a damn good actor, even though People Magazine thought he was.
Yeah. Just think about look, I know a lot can happen in a year. But did People Magazine see the movie Blue Chips, see him without a shirt on in the locker room, just covered in a towel, and think, we nailed it?
Yeah.
Like, we got that pick right?
The editors were patting themselves on the back. Like, look at this. This is a heartthrob movie.
Insane. That's insane.
Yeah, I mean, Zach already gave JT Walsh his flowers, but the scene where they're going at it,
oh my God, it's so good.
Powerhouse,
where he finds out that
Well, there's 2, I think, right? Like there's one where he tells Ricky in the car, and they argue there, and then there's another one where he's like, "This is how it is."
The telethon, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Was it like a telethon or was something
no, it was
like
a TV
that?
Show. It was a TV show.
It was the coach show. That's right, Coach Pete Bell show.
But Nick Nolte carries the movie. I mean, it's all on him. Like,
he's great.
Him with a bunch of athletes for the most part. Him going around the country.
He's got to carry Penny Hardaway through a lot of scenes.
He said prophylactic.
Yeah,
incredibly well.
Get Tony some prophylactics. Come on, Coach. Shit, I should have Tony on this list.
The scene with Tony in the dorm room. I mean,
I just realized he didn't pander properly.
Fuck. Yeah.
Scene after scene after scene.
Hold on, I gotta.
Tony.
Okay, yeah.
All right, Morris Chestnut, you're out.
Wow.
Yeah, of course.
Sorry.
Get a real actor in there. Get Tony in there.
Tony and Blue Chips. Yeah.
Yeah.
No way. Morris Chestnut? How'd you do that? That's crazy. How could you lose him?
I did like the way he talked shit to that judge, though.
Sure, but he's good in one scene. Like, he's terrible in the rest of the movie. Tony's great. Number 2?
Zach, number 2, yep.
I'm shocked he was this low. I'm really shocked. One of you already said it already. I'm shocked he's this low. Because even though he didn't get it for the episode, the fact that you would put him up against Thomas Lennon for Ass Off and he wouldn't win, that sounds like a challenge. It's Diedrich Bader. Oh my God. He steals that scene. Every scene he's in, he steals it. Thomas Lennon's great, and I do agree. Like,
how do both of you have him on your list, but then he didn't win it in the movie?
God, dude, he's not enough volume, bro.
It's just not enough volume. But if we're gonna celebrate, he's the first one I think of in that movie. And then you guys are always like, yeah, but Thomas Lennon. I'm like, oh right, yeah, no, Thomas Lennon's great, but he's what I think of with that movie. He's so good.
That sounds like a challenge.
That sounds like a challenge. And the way he points, the change in his body language, like, it is perfect acting.
When he walks in with that backwards hat and the tank top, and he's kind of just like,
he's just broed out, man. He's just, oh my God, he's such a bro that then has to turn into a cortisol. Like, he's fucking great.
Number 2. Look, man, there's not a long prelude to this one. We named the goddamn award after him. Oh. Whenever you talk about carrying a movie, talk about Jim Carrey emptying the clip for a movie that everyone thought was going to be a bomb. The critics thought it, like David Allen Greer, all these people. Carl Weathers, Hurricane Smith, terrible movie, amazing performance.
What was his name in that movie?
Hurricane Smith.
Oh.
Yeah. What was the reason he was called Hurricane? Because there was once a hurricane.
There was a hurricane, yeah. And his last name's Smith.
Oh.
Yeah. The laziest rated. The laziest reason.
It's crazy.
Nothing that helps him in that movie.
They literally watched Action Jackson and said, we should have an Action Jackson down here.
Name it after him. It's fine. Yeah.
It's crazy that he's your number 2. I wonder who could be ahead of Carl Weathers.
There's a number 1. There was someone.
Yeah. Okay. I think we all got the same number 1.
kind of fits myself. Maze, you're number 2.
My
It
number
better not
2
be our number 1. It better not
also
be.
didn't win
Better. Okay, we're good.
ass off for the movie he was in, but this performance to me was when I started looking at this actor completely differently. I think it's hilarious. Every line reading is off the charts. It's a hero and a villain. There's a film noir twist where they flip. It was compared to a Mike Tyson character. It's Michael Pena as Dennis Chavante in Observe and Report.
Oh yeah,
Dude. Cutting room floor.
Anna Faris won for that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Anna
Faris.
Faris was a tough cut. Like,
Yeah.
I love her too.
Yeah.
But
No, that's a
Cutting
great
room floor.
shout, Dennis.
that every single second that he's on screen in that movie, he's doing something funny.
The scene where he realizes that Seth Rogen's mom is hitting on him.
Yes, at the table outside. Yeah, absolutely.
When he's hype manning him at the beginning, when he's going down the escalator, wiggling his head.
If I recall correctly, like Anna Faris wins because she perfectly embodied that person,
That girl
who works
that worked at the mall. Yep.
Absolutely. Whereas he
The
is just
hot-
a great character, right?
Yeah.
But I do think that puts her over the top.
That's not a real person that he's
No,
playing.
that's not. No, that's never been a real person.
The
Never once.
fabrication. Whereas
Yes.
Anna Faris is
Chavante.
like
I've hit on those people.
Zach's been
Yeah,
to
I know
TGI
I know those
Fridays
people.
with that woman.
Yeah, Clary.
Been to Johnny Rockets.
Her name's
name?
Clary. Yeah.
Where'd she work at? Dillard's?
No, she worked at Macy's.
Macy's, okay.
Yeah.
Big difference.
Zach, you're number 1.
Come on, man. It's Terry Silver. We don't need that. There's no preamble.
Oh.
You don't have Terry Silver?
Oh, wow.
You don't have Terry Silver on your list, Amin?
I'm not saying the actor. I'm saying
I
Terry
know.
Silver.
I know.
The
Because remember, he
character.
pretends to be a nice guy
He
and
is
shit. Yeah.
fucking
Fuck, I forgot about that, man.
killer.
Dude, I made my list in a rush.
He's
Having
got
said that,
he's got
having said
Daniel's
that-
son. He's got obviously Snake or with a Cobra. Who the fuck? Who's my man with the chooch? I can't remember his name. What's his name? Is it Snake Plissken? Whoever it is. Like,
It's Snake.
It's Snake, yeah.
Snake or Cobra or whatever, my band with the chooch.
He's got.
That's not
Crease?
ass off for you. That's not on your list.
He's got. It was a tough omission.
He's got Dennis also. Don't worry. Don't
He's
forget
got
about Dennis.
Dennis. He's got Mike Barnes. He's got everybody under his spell except for Miyagi. Miyagi's the only one. And please don't do the fucking impression. But he is like,
What?
I mean, he's got everybody convinced that he's the guy to trust. People dealing plutonium, it doesn't matter. He's fooled them all.
The way he went off on that butler. But he wasn't acting then.
Went
That
off
was
on the
real
butler.
him.
No, that was
We're
real.
not talking about. You're talking about Terry Silver when he's picking Daniel's son up and like all
He's-
that
I
shit.
mean,
yeah.
he's just fucking.
Hey,
he just.
What happened? I thought you were training with Mr. Miyagi. What happened there?
That's a shame. Well, I do a little training if you want. I can teach you some things.
Yeah.
He's so fucking great. Performance of the year, bar none.
Oh man! All right, my number 1. Even though, like, yes, I'm gonna have to look at my list again and figure out where to put Terry Silver in there.
Oh, there was
But
sweepsies.
nope, because there's another level of acting. There's another plane. There's a place where you become the character. And like I said, with some of these other ones, the script says this, the director says this, but I, the thespian, understand it has to go further. And sometimes, for actors, sometimes they just don't have the creativity. But sometimes they have the idea and they're like, I can't do that. Like they get very self-conscious. It's a vulnerability to act, to put yourself out there. But this guy did not feel that vulnerability. My number 1 ass off of the year. Oxygen. Oxygen tank guy. Final the oxygen.
Zach's hiding.
man. Oxygen tank guy, Final Destination. He went for it. He went for it on the level that Carl Weathers didn't go for it. Terry Silver, Michael Caine, none of these heavyweights that we respect, we give our flowers to. They didn't take it as well. Oxygen tank guy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, you want to talk about emptying the clip? I was so excited for a second when Zach said, "Oh, I think we all have the same one." I was like, "Oh shit, everybody's got oxygen tank guy."
Here's what we're gonna do. All right.
I hate doing this list.
T-Rex hands is out. All right. Move everyone down except for Terry Silver, oxygen tank guy number 2. Because I did write him down. Man. I did write him down on my list, but he needs to be finalized. Yeah, that's fuck, man.
How do we still have a podcast? My number 1 is
so
going
mad at us because Candyman died like 2 days later. We're giving oxygen tank ass off over.
It was a travesty.
Travesty
that Tony Todd didn't get ass off in that movie.
That's bad timing on him.
But also, no,
It's
even if he had passed away before,
on him,
dude. No, I'm gonna say this: even if Tony Todd had passed away before we recorded that episode, a lot of respect. He's brought us lots of joy, and he did a great job of that movie. He did not go as far as oxygen tank guy.
No,
that dude pushed it to the limit.
Mace, your number 1?
My number 1 is not the character. It's Thomas Ian Griffith as Terry Silver.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
When they were making The Big Lebowski, Jeff Bridges, every scene, he would go up to the Coen brothers, and he would say, "Do you think the dude burned one on the way over? Do you think he got high?" And then if they said yes or no, he would like rub his eyes and adjust his performance accordingly. I like to imagine Thomas Ian Griffith going up to the director and saying, "Do you think he railed 6 lines before this scene?" And then he naturally synthesized it. I don't think Thomas Ian Griffith was doing a bunch of blow. I think he knew that Terry Silver, plutonium magnate, would be a fucking coke fiend, and so he naturally synthesized the energy of the cocaine from that performance. I like that, Johnny. I like that.
I like that.
The cocaine,
it's a hell of a performance, front to back. There's layers to it. My biggest beef with that movie was that there wasn't enough of him. I could have used more.
Yeah.
You know, and I guess Cobra Kai, when they bring him back, I think even that's a little watered down. It's a great performance. It's my favorite of the year. Ass off.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
All right, cutting room floor. Let's get to it.
All right, cutting room floor. I mean, you mentioned him a little bit there, but Michael Caine, Hoagie, Jaws the Revenge,
Michael,
incredible.
One of the early names I had on my list that just kept getting bumped down. Charles S. Dutton, Surviving the Game.
I had him on the list too. Yeah,
with his hands blown off, and he just go
Well, it was his legs, but you're thinking of Tropic Thunder.
You're thinking of Ben Stiller.
Love it. Yeah.
Which is the reference we made at the time. Yeah. Already mentioned Karsten Norgard as Wolf the Dentist Stanson, Anna Faris as Brandy in Observe and Report, and we mentioned Tommy Lee Jones as Harvey Dent in Two-Face and Batman Forever. I was stunned, Zach, that you didn't have Frank Langella as Skeletor on your list.
I wrote him down, but he just couldn't crack it. But he's fantastic. I love him in that movie.
I was stunned that Zach didn't have Liam Neeson in The Commuter. Only a couple years away from retirement.
I was stunned that Zach didn't have Mac as Jack from MVP Most Valuable Primate.
Yeah. Well, Ed wasn't pushed down. So
wasn't?
No, it was last calendar year. Ed.
Every year is Ed.
No, MVP. MVP.
I know what you said. I'm saying it's because Ed wasn't. Ed was number 1 last year for you.
Again,
of course.
I can't wait for that movie with the chimp singer, man.
Oh my God, it's Robbie Williams. Oh my God, we all got to go to that together. We got to get to the premiere of that. How do we get to the premiere of that? That's what we got to do.
Welcome to
maybe
Cinephobe.
if Rotten Tomatoes certifies us, we can get there.
Fuck them.
Welcome.
I think that's Michael DeCino. Use his pass. What else you got? I've got Shanks from Hurricane Smith.
What? It's filthy. You love it.
Yeah, what on a condom?
Condom. He can't even say condom.
Hey, you know what? Check back next week. You might hear from him, or 2 weeks. You might hear from Shanks again.
Oh!
You're not gonna give Shanks ass on, man.
Streak of duck shit.
Jesus Christ.
That motor mouth, man. Airheads gave us a lot of options. Joe Montana is Ian the Shark. Michael McKean is Milo Jackson. Brendan Fraser, Steve Buscemi. They were all great.
Yeah. Adrian Brody, Fool's Paradise.
Yep. Thought about it.
He's great, man. He's
Chad,
really good.
Chad Lux.
Yeah, he's really good, especially the whole I don't break character. I don't talk. I don't even listen to the women in my life. I'm just in the character. He's great.
Won't lie, I thought one of you guys would do this. The Pepsi sign from Madam Werb.
I thought you were going to do it, so I laid out. Yeah,
I laid out for you.
Powers Booth, sudden death.
Yeah,
so good, especially when he has that disguise.
Well,
Only
Amin
when he has
said
the disguise.
only when he had the disguise.
Yeah.
Not the rest of the time.
Nah, man, he's great. Don't do that.
Gerard Butler, law-abiding citizen.
Another one
he was
where
great. Yeah.
Another one where it was debated and he did not win. I believe, Mays, you thought he was ass on, but Keenan Ivory Wayans in The Glimmer Man.
I didn't say he was ass on.
One of y'all said he was ass on.
I just said he wasn't ass off. That's all I said.
I think Zach expected more.
Yes.
Not that he was mad at the performance. Also didn't win in the movie Aubrey Plaza. Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. Anna Kendrick was good too. They were both good.
Yeah.
Who won for that? Efron?
Efron.
Yeah.
Zac Efron.
Virginia Madsen in the number 23 did not win, but I thought because she had to do the dual roles. It was her and Jim Carrey. They both had to do the dual roles.
Pure Fabrizia.
And by the way, Danny Houston too. We didn't give him enough credit. I don't think
he's great. Yeah,
he was great in that too.
He was great.
Elizabeth Hoffman as Ruth, Dante's Peak. She's fantastic. She's so good in that movie.
I can't believe she won.
She was. I mean, her job was to get hated. We all hated her. She was great.
This guy was thoroughly displeased about having to do this for the money, but did it anyway. It's Anthony Hopkins in Bad Company.
No. No.
Only when he had the toothpick. Only when he had the toothpick.
No. I'm surprised that this guy didn't make the list. Harrison Page is Joshua Eldridge in Lionheart.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He was great. Yeah. I just have one more. Keith David, Men at Work.
Yep.
He's so good.
Not a big role. Not a big role.
Well, third billing or fourth billing, really. Yeah.
Oh, one last one for me. Albert Brooks is Al Procolo. I love that movie.
No Pussy Procolo.
NPP.
No Pussy Procolo. NPP.
Yeah, he's great.
And Dennis Leary as Fallon.
Fallon, yeah.
Yep.
And everybody else who won an Ass Off Award and who was nominated. It's been a busy year.
Been a big year for us. Make sure you're sending us your ass off CT5 list for 2024 at Talk Hoops, at Darth Amin, at Corn Puzzle, at Cinephobe Pod, at Count the Dings, or drop it in that Discord by being a Patreon member, patreon.com/Count the Dings.
We're doing Ass On next time?
Ass on next time.
All right, so tune in.
Tune in.
I understand it now.
Next time we make love, you introduce me to Jade.